What's up, everyone? It's Coach from SuperHeroCrew. I'm going to be talking about Batman number 70. But before I get into that, if this is your first time here, why don't you consider subscribing for more videos like this, talking about comics and all different stuff. So let's get into it. Now, number 70, Batman is written by Tom King. I've been a fan of Tom King for a while. I liked his Vision graphic novel. I also liked that he was writing Batman. He wrote Mr. Miracle, which is fantastic. I really did like that series. And he started writing Batman at about that time he was doing Mr. Miracle. So he's been changing Batman. Batman's been a little different. And it's been some good stories up to it. Now, last 6 issues of Batman, it's been weird because he's been having these nightmares. And it was different nightmares with Professor Pig and Damian, and Catwoman comes back, and Constantine lets him know that, well, you're under some kind of, not a spell, and it's not the real Constantine, it's Batman's subconscious trying to help him. We find out that he is under the spell of Scarecrow's gas, and there's different levels of it. So what he's done over the years, we find out that he has been injecting himself or smelling himself, sniffing the gas to build up a resistance to it. I guess there's a new strain, puts him under 6 issues of these nightmares. Now, this is the last issue of the arc. Now, it's been 6 issues. This is the 6th issue. We've been going through this arc for a while, okay? Not knowing what the hell's going on, what's going on. Then we find out, like I said, it's the gas. So he starts to come out of it. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's finally coming out of it. He wakes up like nothing happened. Now, you have Batman in the bottom of Arkham, hooked up to these machines, constantly feeding him the gas. He just comes out of it, and no one's there. These guys are the super criminals. They want to kill Batman. They want to do all this stuff to him, and nobody's guarding the room that he's in. So basically, Batman gets up, and he walks out of the room. Now he's got to make his way up through Arkham. So he runs into Zsasz. He doesn't really do anything to Zsasz, because Zsasz doesn't do anything to him. He just kind of says something silly, and he goes upstairs. Then you see him, he beats up Croc. He beats up Calendar Man. He beats up Dr. Phosphorus. Bunch of villains. Gets into Mr. Freeze. Beats up Mr. Freeze. He kind of reasons with him, which actually was probably the best part of the book. He says, listen, how many times have you tried to kill me? How many times are you trying to get over? And how many times have I beat you? And he punches him, knocks him out. He says, isn't this easier? Let's just get to it. So he's going up and up and up. Now we find out that Bane sets him up. All right, and Bane's running Arkham. He's doing everything. He's got all the criminals there, and they're gonna beat him up. He gets to the top, and he says, "Okay, I want to let you know. Tell Bane. I know Bane is kind of in charge of this. You go and tell Bane that I'm coming for him." Well, wait a minute. I'm a little tired right now. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna rest. And I'm gonna come back and beat Bane up. Then it ends, and now you're setting it up for something else. So basically, this issue is bull, because he wakes up, beats a few people up, and he's got to go home and take a nap. What? Why? Why did you just waste our 6 issues? We've been reading this, waiting for this big climactic end to it, and he's like, don't worry about it. I'm going to go get a beer. I'm going to take a nap. I'll come back and get you later, Bane. Wouldn't Batman be pissed off and he'd go and beat up Bane? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's really like, it pissed me off. This pissed me off just as much as the wedding pissed me off. Because we're waiting for this big climax, this big triumphant end of the story, and he's got to go take a nap because he's tired. I don't get it. So, in my opinion, this was just a waste of my time for 6 issues. It doesn't make sense. Now, I'm a big Tom King fan, like I said in the beginning of the video. Why are you doing this to us? Why are you giving us this stupidity of, all right, I'm going to go home, get a beer, and relax? It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And then in the back of the book, of course, they cut it short also to give you a preview of Batman: The End of Time. Right? They're going to give you this. So I don't mind this, because this looks pretty good, but I'm not going to get into that. But you got 5 pages of that when you could have finished, really made something good. 5 pages is a lot for comic books, lots of panels. Tom King likes to do those 9-panel things where there's a lot of story going on and a lot of explanation. What'd you do? You forgot? Did you phone this one in? I'm telling you, I'm really disappointed in this. So I know we don't really give ratings anymore. I'm going to give you a 0. That's the way I feel. That's my rant. This was bull. I want to say it again. It was bull.
Now I'm gonna do a little intrusion here, but what I have to say is also, and I really wanted you to do this video because I know you were really mad, but I'm also not as mad. It's kind of funny though. Like, I'm actually liking the. I kind of didn't mind the issue, but you really didn't like it.
I hated it.
But what's annoying me about new comic books are how, like, you're getting almost nothing for $4.
Right.
And I did the video a while ago about the DC raising their prices, and from $2.99 to $3.99. And I feel like that they raised the price to a dollar more, and we get less.
Right.
Remember the Nightmare issue?
So
where,
they get, it's a dollar more to preview a book that you're going to buy later anyway.
Yeah,
That's stupid.
so you remember the Nightmare issue where it was no speech bubbles, and it took me a minute to read it.
Right.
But I didn't even read it. It was just a picture book, pretty much. It was like, okay, that was a waste of my money.
Right.
So I don't know. I'm just.
See, like that issue I liked. But anyway, so the whole this arc was bull. Well, all I could say is this is my first actual rant. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Was it bull or was it good? I don't know. I think it is. But if, like I said, like we do at the end of every video, if you liked it, please give us a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe, help us out, and throw a comment down below. Tell me I'm crazy or tell me you agree, which I probably think you do. And anything, I'll see you in the next one.